Right now, as you watch this video, there's a mother somewhere who can't afford to feed her children. A father working 3 jobs but still can't pay rent. Families choosing between buying medicine or food. Millions trapped in poverty, struggling every single day just to survive. And the most painful part? The solution seems so simple. Just print more money. Give it to the poor. End their suffering. But here's the heartbreaking truth: every time a government has tried this, they didn't end poverty. They created hell on earth. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why. Welcome to Dollar Drama. What I'm about to tell you will shake everything you believe about money, poverty, and why the world works the way it does. This isn't just economics. This is about real people whose lives were destroyed because their governments made one catastrophic decision. Poverty is crushing millions of lives right now. Children going to bed hungry. Families living on streets. People dying because they can't afford basic health care. The pain is real. The suffering is unbearable. And when you see this misery, the answer seems obvious. If people are suffering because they don't have money, why doesn't the government just print more? Hand out cash. Make everyone rich. End the nightmare. But this obvious solution has murdered entire economies and destroyed millions of lives in ways more brutal than war itself. Let me tell you what really happens when governments print money. They unleash a silent killer called inflation. Inflation means your money becomes worthless. The cash you saved for months suddenly can't even buy bread. Your salary that used to feed your family now isn't enough for a single meal. Everything you worked for becomes meaningless paper overnight. And when it spirals out of control, it becomes an economic apocalypse that destroys generations. Imagine waking up every day not knowing if the money in your pocket will be worth anything by evening. Imagine watching your life savings evaporate while you sleep. This isn't fiction. This is what happened to real people in real countries. And it all started with the same innocent idea: just print more money. Let me show you exactly how this nightmare unfolds. Picture 5 hardworking people: Bob, John, Alex, Jack, and Tony. Each worked all week and earned $5. The local bakery has 5 fresh loaves of bread, each priced at $5. Perfect balance. Everyone buys their bread, feeds their family, life goes on. Then one day, the government announces amazing news. We're giving everyone $5 more. Now you're all richer. People celebrate. They rush to the bakery thinking, finally, I can buy 2 loaves instead of 1. My family will eat better tonight. But here's where the dream becomes a nightmare. The bakery still only has 5 loaves. Nothing changed in production. There are still just 5 loaves, but now everyone wants 2. The bakery owner looks at the crowd of desperate people, all waving $10 bills, fighting to buy bread. He raises the price to $10 per loaf. In one moment, everyone's extra money becomes worthless. They still get only 1 loaf, but now it costs double. Did the government make them richer? No, it just made their money worthless. But the horror doesn't stop there. The bakery tries to buy more wheat from farmers. But every bakery is doing the same thing. Wheat becomes scarce. Bakeries start bidding against each other, driving wheat prices sky high. The baker's costs explode. To survive, he raises bread prices even higher. The spiral never ends. More money didn't create more bread. It just made bread unaffordable. You might be thinking no government would be stupid enough to actually do this. But 3 countries did exactly this. And what happened is absolutely devastating. Germany in 1923. After World War I, Germany was shattered. Cities in ruins, millions unemployed, families starving. In desperation, they started printing. By November 1923, prices doubled every 3 hours. A mother who could afford bread in the morning couldn't afford it by afternoon. Workers were paid twice a day because by evening their wages were worthless. People carried wheelbarrows of cash just to buy one loaf of bread. A loaf that cost 250 marks in January cost 200 billion marks by November. Elderly people who saved their whole lives became beggars overnight. Zimbabwe in 2008. After agricultural collapse, the government printed money to survive. By 2008, inflation reached 89.7 sextillion%. People stopped counting money, they weighed it. The currency became so worthless that vendors used it as wallpaper. Children played with billion-dollar notes like toys. Imagine working your entire life only to watch it all become trash. Venezuela. Sitting on the world's largest oil reserves, they should be one of the richest nations on Earth. But when oil prices collapsed, they started printing money. By 2016, Venezuela descended into chaos. People threw cash in the streets because it was worthless. Families went hungry despite living on top of oil. Hospitals ran out of medicine. Millions fled as refugees. Paradise became hell on earth. These aren't just statistics. These are real people. Real families. Real children who went hungry. All because governments chose the easy solution instead of the right one. So, what's the real answer? Create real value. Invest in education. Build infrastructure. Support innovation and technology. Help companies create jobs. When you increase actual production, prices stay stable. This is what Japan and South Korea did. They didn't print money. They built value. Today, they're economic powerhouses. Here's the final truth. Money is just paper. If there's only one loaf of bread and you have $1 trillion, you'll still starve. You cannot eat money. Real wealth is food on shelves, medicine in hospitals, homes to live in, and jobs that pay fairly. That only comes from production and hard work, never from printing presses. Printing money is the easy choice. Politicians love it because it makes them look like heroes. But it's a cruel lie that always ends in suffering. The countries that chose this path didn't end poverty, they spread it. If this moved you, hit that like button and subscribe to Dollar Drama. Comment below which country's story hits you hardest? Germany, Zimbabwe, or Venezuela? Understanding how money really works is your first step toward building real wealth. Until next time, stay smart and never fall for easy solutions to complex problems.